What is good, Fishing Edge fam? We are back here with another video, and today marks episode 1 of Illinois Send part 2, guys. We are going to fish heavier and harder than we did in the first series and hopefully catch a ton more fish. I'm here at this pond. I fished a decent amount in that first series, but today I got on a moving bait and I'm going to see what I can get. So before this video starts, make sure you slap that like button, subscribe button, and let's get straight into this video, guys. We're going to start out throwing this Trapline Rip Knocker by Jenko Fishing just to see if they're on a moving bite right now. I don't know. Actually, I got to see how my settings are. I also picked up a brand new rod for the series, guys. This is that Lew's Carbon Fire Speed Stick. I got it in a heavy powered rod just because I've never had a heavy powered rod before. And I could cast this thing good. I've never had a heavy powered rod before, and I really want to see how I like them because I want to pick one up for myself. So I decided to try it out this time and see how I would like it. But I'm just going to throw this lipless around a little bit, see what kind of bite they're on, see if they're on a moving bite. And then I'm going to slowly start like working slower baits to try to find these fish. I know there are some good fish in here too. We caught some decent ones in that first series. However, they were on beds when I was here last, so I don't know. It's looking a little grassy though, so honestly a Texas rig bait or even like a little swim jig might work amazing here. Look at that. I almost spooled this. But this stick feels super light in my hands, especially for a heavy rod. I really like it. This pond today is super grassy around the outsides of it because this place isn't really well kept. So fishing might be a struggle around the bank. So I'm gonna have to work with what I have. Hopefully we could pull up a fish. I'm probably only gonna fish this section right here and then along that line over there. Yeah, I could feel this thing getting drug around in some grass. Whoa, that came right at me. All right, guys, I'm gonna see if I can spool this thing on this cast. Let's see. Oh, so close, guys. All right, guys, so I tied on just that white swim jig, Grass Hero swim jig. Super good for grassy ponds and just an overall great swim jig. So I'm just gonna swim this around a little bit, see if we could get on anything. This thing could definitely pull through these weeds at the bottom a little better, and I honestly think that might be where these bass are hiding, guys. So if this swim jig can't get the job done, I'm definitely going to tie on a lizard like I was throwing during the Illinois Send Part 1 or Series 1. And that thing annihilated getting tugged through this grass here. However, they were on beds though, so I guess that is kind of an advantage. But I think we may have cracked onto something now, guys. This water's a little stained too, so this white looks super good. And maybe if I had like a white and chartreuse, I would have put that on, but I only have this white color, so that's gonna have to do for now. Whoa, something was just crawling on my ankle. Now, Illinois summer fishing is totally different than Florida summer fishing. Water temps are completely different, and vegetation and ponds are completely different, so it might take me a little bit. Oh my god, dude, he came up and annihilated that twice. Let me make sure my drag's good. Yeah, my drag's on lockdown, guys. That's good. We just had our first hit, but he missed it twice. I don't know if he'll come back for it. Yep. There we go, guys. Fish on. First fish of Illinois Send 2. Nice one, too, on that swim jig. I knew I might have figured out a pattern, guys. Let's hoist him up and get a good look at him. Nice little chunker, guys. That swim jig's in its face. Perfect hook set. This is that same guy that came up and hit it twice and missed. I'm going to get a couple of picks, guys, and I'm going to get him on his way. All right, guys. I'm just going to have to toss him in right here because I'm kind of far away. So this is him, guys. First bass. Let's let him go. Perfect. All right, guys. Oh, this water is actually kind of chilly, guys. Surprisingly, my foot sunk in right there, and the water was surprisingly chilly. So I don't know. But like I said, guys, this swim jig is the perfect option for ponds like this. Grassy bottom's a little murky. This white swim jig looks awesome in the water, and it got its job done. I saw him come up and miss that lure twice right there, threw back in, and he didn't miss it that second time, guys. So we may have found a pattern, so I'm going to cast back out there and see if we could get another one. Of Illinois Send Part 2, guys. First bass of Illinois Send Part 2, guys. All right, guys. Dude, I'm on again. Holy crap, guys. I was just letting it sit there, and I'm on again. I was posting a video to my story, and it was just sitting there, and I'm on again. Hopefully this dude didn't inhale it too much, because no, it's right there, perfect. Holy crap, guys. Another nice fish. Thank God I had the heavy rod, guys, because if I didn't, that would not have gotten him. Right in the bottom lip. Look at that, guys. A nice, another bass, probably almost a pound. That Grass Hero's in his face. Man, they're hitting this thing, guys. I think I got on a pattern now. Wow, he was hooked good, guys. He was not going anywhere. All right, guys, that's bass 2. A little smaller than that first one, I think, but that is crazy, guys. That is back-to-back casts on that Grass Hero swim jig. I think I made a good choice. I have to toss this guy exactly how I tossed that last guy, so let's get him back, guys. All right, can we go 3 for 3, guys? Let me check make sure my line wasn't frayed. 3 for 3. I just casted that way out in the middle and let it sit, and that dude annihilated it. So, casting it out there, I'm just going to let it sit a little bit again, let it get to the bottom of the pond, and just start slowly reeling it in. Now with that guy, I thought it was just stuck in grass, so I kind of gave it a couple pops, but the line started going off to the left a little bit, and that's when I didn't know if it was on a fish or not, so I just set the hook in. If I didn't have a heavy powered rod, guys, I would not have gotten that fish. Well, that sucks. I think when I went to go cast, my swim jig got wrapped around something back here, and well, as you guys can see, clean snapped it off. Well, I think it's time I'm gonna switch ponds. It's been pretty dead here and it's been like almost an hour, so I'm gonna try to find a new pond to go fish and figure something else to tie on.
They all care about what I say. I get stressed like every day. Don't say let's just come my way. Yeah, hit me up for where I stay. Out of luck but never gray. In my cup no lemonade. Ay, it's not dirty, it's not lean. I just roll around with that beam. Says she want me, that's a dream. Yeah.
Alright guys, so we're at pond number 2. And dude, it is crazy how low the water is at this pond. Illinois must not have gotten any rain recently, because the water used to be up to where I am and it's way down there. But this water is super clear, but it has a super thick vegetation around it. And from what I can see so far is a bunch of little tiny bait fish, possibly green sunfish, swimming around the banks. So what I have tied on is just a white little saucy swimmer. And I'm gonna see if we could pull out any bass in here. Oh my gosh, guys, I was not recording at all, but I just caught this super healthy bass. Here, I'm gonna try to get him out again, just so you guys can see him. I wasn't recording at all, guys, but I just caught this nice fat bass on an all white saucy swimmer. I'm glad I checked the GoPro before I let him go, but he's all of 2.5 pounds. So let's get a release on him now. I can't believe I didn't have my camera on. All right, I sent him off. Holy crap, I can't believe that. Kind of makes me mad I didn't have my camera on. That was crazy, guys. All right, so I'll take you, I'll run you guys through what happened there. So basically, actually give me a second. All right guys, so I'm throwing this all white saucy swimmer, right? You guys don't know that because I didn't have the GoPro on. So here's what I'm throwing. All white saucy swimmer. This pond is super low. No water. There's bass that are kind of blowing up in this area. And then there's, dude, I'm kind of out of breath. And then there's out in the deeper waters, there's underwater like hydrilla patches. So I bombed this saucy swimmer way out deep and kind of just let it sit for a while bit, and I was kind of ripping it through that hydrilla pads or whatever that you want to call them, and that dude nailed it. So wow, I'm kind of out of breath, so that was kind of like unreal. He inhaled it, and that was a nice healthy fish. I wish I got the hook set and the fight on camera, but at least you guys got us all the fish. So I'm gonna get back in the water and try to catch another one now that the GoPro is actually on. All right guys, that concludes day 1 or episode 1 of Illinois Send Part 2. It was an okay day. I caught 3 fish. That last fish I caught was super chunky and super healthy. I'm probably gonna start episode 2 off at this same pond but with a different lure on. I just don't want to record so long for days because I'm short on fishing time here. So I want to make a good series for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed episode 1, guys, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for episode 2. See ya.
I can't stay now, bitch, I'm always on a run. Heading to the other side where I can see the sun, but I can't forget my past, everything that